Ready?
Ready.
Done. Cue the music. Really peppy music
There it is.
for a peppy show. Wow.
Oh, we are back.
I'm full of energy today.
You look like it.
And 3 cappuccinos.
3?
Yeah, which is 2 above my normal for the day.
All from the same spot.
No, actually from Vesta, Diggett, and Bungalow.
Diggett's still around.
Yeah, and I had the best one there.
Oh,
Hadn't been there for a while. Yeah.
Diggett, Vesta,
And Bungalow, starting at 7 a.m. and this is now the afternoon. So I am caffeinated to the nines.
You are fully fueled for this episode of
yeah.
Eat, Talk, Repeat, and we appreciate it, John.
Yeah.
So introduce yourselves.
Okay, this is John Curtis. I'm the insufferably opinionated omnivore enophile. How's that?
I like
Insufferably opinionated. That defines me.
Well, and I got to ask, I mean, you've got the blog.
Yeah,
eatinglv.com.
eatinglv.com. Yeah, which needs work. Sorry.
You're at John Curtis on Instagram.
Yes, and now
Are you still at
Eating Las Vegas on Twitter.
You got hacked.
I got hacked badly this week. Suddenly, a couple days ago, and then it took forever. It took emails and scroll here and back up there and take this code and put it. Oh my God! And for 2 days, they didn't even respond. Oh, it's just, and crypto guys hacked me.
It was so good. I got an email. Or I got a DM from them at like 1 a.m. that was like, hey, vote for me for this podcaster award that I'm up for. And I'm like, you MFer are trying to get podcast nods.
That's so on brand, right?
And then it came again, and I realized this
and
is...
then you looked at my page, and it was a crypto guy trying to say, look, I bought this Bentley with my crypto. And people bought it. I had 25 people liked it, and people like, way to go, John. I'm
Oh,
like,
my
geez.
God.
Yeah.
It was so funny.
Yeah.
So I'm glad you're back.
It was
I
a struggle.
worried.
It was a struggle. I know, forget the politics of Twitter. I like Twitter. Twitter's like immediate engagement. I can do things. I spend a little more time with the pretty pictures on Instagram. Facebook, I come and go with, but Twitter's just like a quick hit. I ate here, boom. I ate there, boom. Me and Ash are on the air next week, boom. Done, like that. And I like it, and I think you can enjoy Twitter on that level and leave all the political cesspool aside if you want to.
Yeah, Facebook comments are a whole different animal.
Yeah.
So I like Twitter, but hey, I've got a little bit of advice for you.
Okay.
Maybe don't make your password so easy, like I hate caviar.
Downwithcargoshorts.com. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, well, I did have one, and so I had a number there, and then I changed the number from like one number to the next.
Don't tell us.
And the food gal was like, "No, you have to make it more obscure." So now I ended up, and then I put an underline what's the line? That goes, underscore. I did that, and then Facebook or Twitter finally accepted it with the underscore. So.
Okay, well, now that you've told everyone some of the contents of your password, I recommend you change it again.
It's just one little thing. It's 123_4.
I hate caviar.
Yeah, I hate caviar. Yeah. All right, so who are you?
I'm Ash Watkins, the hamburguesa principessa of Las Vegas. Although maybe pizza principessa. I'm getting up there with Twitter.
Yeah.
You can find me at Ash the Attorney on all platforms. And I will, if you don't know me, I will post a photo on Twitter that says, I think I found my new favorite, and I won't tell you where it is until we talk about it here. And it pisses everyone off.
Oh, they hate it. You owe it to. It's like you're getting info for free, but it's not enough.
Yeah. F off. And some guy was like, how dare you post this and not tell people? And I go, I will.
Yeah. But you're going to have to put it out there a little bit. Spend 30 seconds of your day doing something.
Yeah,
like
my listeners are going to get the info first. So, yes, at Ash the Attorney on all platforms. And together we are Eat, Talk, Repeat. You can find the show at Eat, Talk, Repeat on all platforms. Please like, follow, subscribe, leave reviews. Apple Podcasts, Spotify. It helps us reach new listeners and viewers. Also, if you want to email us, if you're old school, cheers@eattalkrepeat.com. And John, we have a big milestone we hit.
What?
500 subscribers on YouTube.
Howdy doody.
Look at
Wow.
us.
Wow. Well, yeah, producer Sammy told me as I walked in, she goes, we're getting a lot of suddenly, it's bumping up there. And
bumping.
And just so you know, I earlier today, I recorded with Ed Bernstein's show, the old.
We love Ed.
We love Ed, the OG when it comes to lawyer advertising in town. And I recorded about once a year. He puts me on, and we go through all the places I've been eating because Ed does a lot of things. He's been doing this on Sunday afternoon, I think since like 1989 or something like that. So, but and he let me plug Eat Talk Repeat. So you'll see that. Tune in. It's on NBC, the Channel 3 affiliate here in town. And I think it'll be on March 8th.
Cool.
Okay, on Sunday afternoon.
What's the topic? I mean, food, obviously.
Just food, just new restaurants, basically.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. So he always just does it. I mean, he does all kinds of things on there. He has politicians, comedians, things. But he puts me on once a year. Has done. I guess this is like the 8th or 9th year in a row I've been on. So good. So I plug Eat Talk Repeat. Happy to do that. And
he and his wife Claudia got me into Milano.
Milano, nice
yeah,
place.
there's a connection there. So I love Ed.
When can I give you your present?
You can do it now.
Okay, I have a present for Ash.
Gosh, you're a better friend than I am.
Okay,
I don't travel and give you presents.
So I mean, when I travel, I think of my friends, not like some people who just think of themselves.
Yes.
All right. So we were at the Bourgeois Meat Market, a product of Cajun, Louisiana.
Ooh.
So I brought you your very own Cajun beef jerky here.
It's not crocodile or alligator.
It's real beef. And we went to this meat market, and this is the kind of meat market that literally does not exist anywhere but in these old-fashioned little towns. I mean, yeah, we have meat markets here, but they had an entire room right behind the counter where they are doing nothing but chopping meat, grinding meat, stuffing sausages right in front of you. And it was something to see. Wow. And it was right in Thibodaux, Louisiana, right in the heart of Cajun country. So I'd like to, just for fun and to drive Rocky crazy, watch him go wild, I'd like to open this up and let him smell. I think he could smell through the plastic thing.
No, he's been
so do you have
hooked
to have
on
some
it.
scissors here?
Yeah, here we go.
And then maybe I want your taste test on the air, Ash. I want to see you chew
much
through
pressure.
some bourgeois beef jerky here.
So do they have that boudin at this place?
Oh yeah. They have boudin sausages and.
What's the deal with boudin? Like,
Well,
what is it?
It's blood sausage here.
Oh.
See here, excuse my fingers. I wash my hands before. Look at him, Rocky. Look at Rocky. Look at Rocky go. Okay,
Oh, wow, this is...
I'll try it together here.
Is it mesquite? Does it tell you what wood? Hickory? Mesquite?
It would not be mesquite there. Oak.
That's oak?
That's oak. Post oak.
Wow. Here, Rocco,
Now,
since you're here.
oh my God. Did he get some? Good.
Oh, my gosh.
Very smoky. It's sort of like a super Slim Jim almost,
Yeah.
Very smoky, real
Post
good.
oak. Wow.
Yeah, that's oak. I'm almost. It's got that. Kind of has that. There's a sweetness to it. It's very smoky though. I mean, if you don't like smoke, this
No
is not
wonder
your,
he could smell through it.
Yeah. So that's Bourgeois Meat Market in Thibodaux, Louisiana.
Well, I will be continuing to eat this throughout the show. Thank you so much. I
Look
really
at
like
Rocky.
it.
Rocky's just going to stare you down.
Yeah, he's going to start drooling here shortly. Let's see. What else do we have to run through? Oh, newsletter, week 2.
Yes.
We're doing it. Every week, Wednesdays, we send out an Eat, Talk, Repeat newsletter. It has all the fun, extra news stories, events, things that we don't touch base on here. There are also as a Where in the World section where we post an obscure photo and let you, the listener, viewer, or reader in the newsletter situation, try and guess where we are.
What did you do this week? I didn't see
I
it.
can't tell you.
Oh,
First week, the photo was from Petit Poème, and we had no one guess it. It was the graffiti wall with the F-bombs.
you're letting me down, folks. Come on, people.
know. Look at how
all
sad he is.
all 500 of you. You're letting me down.
And then this week's we posted, and I will confirm, we do already have a correct identification of where I was.
Oh, really? Where was it? Oh,
I
you're
guess
not-
I can say because
somebody already.
Yeah, it was from Letty's
Letty's Tacos. Were you inside or outside?
inside.
Inside.
of the Dia de los Muertos, like
Yeah.
woman.
Yeah, with that great mural they have on the wall there?
No, it was an actual skeleton, like
Oh,
female.
okay, yeah. The Day of the Dead skeleton right there.
But yeah, so we do that. We also feature listener pet peeves because at the website you can submit your own, and we will put a featured one there. But yeah,
Do you need a napkin?
I might. But no, it's okay. We'll get through this. I think we're ready to go through where we've been.
Okay, I'll go through my restaurant rundown real quick. We'll get to these. I was a busy boy in the last week. I'm making up for lost time. As you know, and I do this on Twitter, this year, I promise myself every year I do this, and then somewhere in February or March, I lose the steam. I count my restaurants.
We should
and then,
start placing bets.
I know, I go, one time I'm on restaurant 56, and then suddenly 4 days will go by, and I'll go, is that 57 or 53? Oh, is that 62 or 72? And then I just stop doing it altogether. This year, I'm going to do it for the whole year. And I'm averaging about once a day, one restaurant a day, which is slacking for me, but probably for a guy my age, pretty darn good. So went to look.
Did you go to Le Club?
No, we didn't go to Le Club. I posted something just because I came across the video of the world's best tiny cheeseburger, mini cheeseburger that has the foie gras burger there. So I couldn't resist. It made me hungry, so I put it on Twitter. But I went to Le Café Central in Chinatown, Soyo, kind of a modern Korean place, Hashi, not Hachi, the izakaya, Japanese izakaya, Hashi, the chicken ramen, the shoyu ramen place on Spring Mountain Road, Kaiseki Yuzu for the yearly ihomaki good luck sushi roll, which they hand out every Chinese New Year. I suppose you eat it facing southeast, and you have to sort of it's kind of a Zen thing. You're supposed to eat it, and the thing is, it's the size of a small tuna, weighs about 2 pounds. You're supposed to eat the whole darn thing in silence while facing southeast to bring yourself good fortune in the coming new year.
Can you do it in silence?
I can't do anything else. I don't do any. I can't sleep in silence. Okay, I do my best. I got about halfway through it, as did the food gal. Delicious stuff from Kaiseki Yuzu. But we actually split one because we can't do the whole thing because it weighs like a pound, maybe even a pound and a half. But it's just this giant torpedo of a sushi roll. Then that's Kaiseki Yuzu. Then went to 1228 Main for lunch. I had a wonderful lunch there. She's still eating, by the way. And then went to Panavino, which I'll talk a lot about towards the end of the show, because I had not been to Panavino in 20 years. So went back and had quite the time. Can't wait to tell you about it later in the show.
And you did post that you were in the Fountain Blue.
I did post, but I didn't.
And I was hopeful that you had gone back, and I just didn't know where you were going, and I'd figured you were trying to keep it stealth because you didn't want to admit it. But
well, I'm not boycotting the Fontainebleau. It's just that I find a lot of the places there just criminally expensive, and I think it's a gorgeous hotel. I like a lot of things about it, but I'm sorry, I'm not going to pay $150 for a $25 bottle of wine, which is what they charge there. So I did. The food gal and I walked all the way home 4 miles from Cipriani last Friday to our house. And but we know where all the rest stops are along the way. And the Fontainebleau has a very nice little restroom right off the lobby, so we did a pit stop. That's what I was doing in there.
I know you were posting about one of the luxury stores, and I saw the carpet, and I was like,
"Oh, he's in the Fontainebleau, violating his oath."
Yeah. Okay, so where did I go this past week? Ada's Wine Bar, went back. Japata. Public Us, first time in a while.
Yeah,
you inspired that trip.
Now, it's funny you go because we used to go there almost every Sunday, but it's been a couple of months since we've been there now.
And the reason was we were going to go to Desert Wind.
Yeah.
But they don't open till 9 a.m.
Yeah.
I only have room in my heart for one late opener, and that is Echo.
Echo. Yeah, that's why I don't do the pancakes at
I
Echo.
know.
Yeah, I know.
And then a new pizza find in Chinatown, and it's not 00. I'll talk about that more later.
I am fascinated. We were just in Chinatown. I don't remember seeing a pizza place, but let me make an announcement right now because I'm going to do something. Today, this Sunday is Super Bowl Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
A week from this Sunday, I think we're going to finally do it. Time to announce it here. Drum roll anywhere. Okay. I'm going to do, I did this 12 years ago. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to do a Chinatown Census. The Talk Repeat Chinatown Census.
Oh, is this on Valentine's Day?
Well, we're going to take Sunday. I did it alone 12 years ago. Alexander, my wife, and I are going to walk to start at Rainbow, Jones and Spring Mountain Road, and walk all the way to Valley View on each side of the street, up and back, and take a census of all the restaurants there, all the eateries. And so I'm going to have an absolute number. I'm going to have it, and she's promising to do a spreadsheet, so you'll be able to push a button and say, and of course this will go on the Eat Talk Repeat website when we get it done.
No way.
But so we get how many Korean places, how many Vietnamese, how many pho parlors, how much dim sum, how much this, how much that, and
and then 3 will close on Monday.
Well, it's a very fluid thing, but at least for one brief shining moment, we will be able to say there are. My guess is there's about 175 restaurants in Chinatown, of which I've probably eaten more than half of them.
Eric Gladstone just threw down like a 200 and some number.
That's too high. That's
too high?
Well, my 12 years ago. Sorry, Rock.
Rocky's just begging for.
Can I give him one?
Oh yeah.
All right.
It's just me.
All right. Okay. Here you go, Rock. Here, Rock. There you go. Oh, practically took my finger off.
I'll show you a crocodile.
He's happy. Yeah. When I did the survey, this was pre-Instagram, so I think it might have been 2013 I did it. Mm-hmm. And there was 110, and I did the same walk. There were 110 places. At the time, I'd eaten about 90 of them. And I'm sure there's at least 50 more restaurants now, but I don't think there's 90 more restaurants now. Okay. So I think Eric was a little high, but we'll see. I mean, we're trying to formulate criteria. Because one of our big debates the other day was about boba shops. And I went, no boba shops. She goes, well, they're big and the kids love them. I go, nah, they're just, there's a place you go in for a drink. If it's just a drink thing, no. Tiche parlors, no. You got to be able to eat something, like a savory meal. Don't you agree? Or do you disagree?
It has to be beyond a pastry. I think because a boba shop will have, some
pastries,
snacks. Like I think about, okay, what do you do with an 85-degree bakery?
Yeah, see, I would include that because you can go in there and get all kinds of savory food as well as same with French baguette, Paris baguette. Mm-hmm. There's one a little farther, closer to Decatur. Name escapes me right now.
I mean, you're doing it. Why not just include the boba shop, or just write boba?
Yeah, we could. Yeah, as long as we're there. I mean, and we're gonna walk it. We're gonna walk it, and it may take us more than one day. I suggested we park our car at one end, then Uber it up to the top of.
I'll pick you up.
It's about a 2 mile walk. About 2 mile.
I'll meet you at the end,
side.
and I'll drive you back to your car.
So it'll be interesting. So I mean, I think it'll be interesting, and I think people will like it. I'd like to say, yeah, hey, this guy did this, and this is how many restaurants there are, and oh, by the way, there's 42 Chinese restaurants in Chinatown.
We should get a GoPro on you.
Yeah.
One of those over the head, just watches.
Well, I think this thing's going to take on a life of its own. But again, 13 years ago, I was just walking up to restaurants, taking a picture and saying, here's da-da-da. And I put it all on Facebook. But nobody was really interested 13 years ago.
Do an Instagram Live so people can meet you like mid-trek,
Well, yeah, we thought about that. We also thought about telling our friends, we thought we were going to start at 11 o'clock in the morning, because most of the places open like in that 11:30, and have certain ideas that we're going to stop and eat in half a dozen places, and people can stop and meet us at different places if they want to. So,
I like it. I'm in for John Curtis's Chinatown Crawl.
Yeah, Chinatown Crawl, Census, call it what you will. Okay, so that's just something out of left field. Not in the show notes, but I just threw it out there.
I love it. Okay, so food news you can use. We got a few things to cover. We'll do it quickly. Casa de Lucy upgrade. So what was formerly on Utah.
Did I say close before it closed?
Yeah.
And then it did close.
And then it did close. Old Manny's Seafood Shack is opening in the old Casa de Lucy location on West Utah next to I Want a Coffee.
So go get one.
In the Arts District between Main and Commerce. Grand opening is this Saturday, I believe, February 7th, 2026, from 3 to 7 p.m. Old Manny, not like Olay, Old Manny's Seafood Shack.
That's a tiny place. It's not a very big place.
They've got a back patio, but yes, it is small. Manny has some pedigree, legacy. He
started Baja Mar. Yeah.
I don't know if he started it or he came with them. I don't know. There's some connection to Manny Tenorio and Baja Mar Seafood and Tacos, which is one of the best seafood and taco places around town.
In one of the worst locations on Las Vegas Boulevard,
Yes.
in the shadow of the old Olympic Garden. But yes.
And I think there's some drama, like I think allegedly, don't hold me to it.
Manny's not the guy I met who was the owner of Baja Mar when they opened up many years ago.
Right.
Yeah.
I think Manny was supposed to become an owner with promises and then didn't happen. So he pieced out and now he's doing his own thing.
Drama in the restaurant industry?
What?
No. What?
I know.
Who knew?
Who would have thought? So kind of a similar menu. I checked it out online. Very similar, different variations of tacos, ceviches, all those yummy, delicious things.
I like the idea because it's something different. I mean, you know, right down from the Viking Mikes, yeah.
And fun fact, Baja Mar is still working on their build out of a place on the other side of Charleston.
Food fight.
I know. We're getting sandwiched by taco shacks here, and I am excited about it.
So it's the third location, Main Street, north of Charleston. So where?
If you're if you leave this office and you're going on Main to get to Letty's,
yeah, in the English Hotel is you'll go past the English.
Before you would hit the English Hotel.
But okay, so Letty's on the far side of the English Hotel. This is closer to us
South,
where we are.
Yeah.
Letty's does seafood tacos too. This is going to be a taco war time.
I know.
Whoa!
I'm excited.
I'm
and
excited.
yet we still have Casa Don Juan.
Yeah, so you cannot die. Casa Don Juan is like the evil. It's like the evil guy in the
Bowser. You can't get rid of it.
He just keeps popping up again and coming after you with another bad tortilla. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, so we've Arts District going from 0 seafood taco shacks to 2.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
And also, I still need an update on Milpa's takeover of Taco Rico.
Yeah, we're just down another few blocks down that way.
Which is going to add another taco spot.
We walked past that place the other day on the way on our.
But when is he taking that over?
Yeah, we walked by. You could tell there's construction going on.
Oh, there is.
We walked through the parking lot and looked at it. I mean, there's lots of construction paper and stuff up. You can tell something's happening there. Ooh. It's to the right. It's not the Taco Rico place. It's to the right of the Taco Rico place. So I don't know what's going on with that.
Okay.
So we'll just have to see. We'll keep monitoring it,
The District Deli closed. R.I.P.
Sad.
I liked the District Deli.
Yeah, but I did too, but it was just a sliver of a place. And I think the competition got too keen with Viking Mike's and Abel Baker Brewing and all that,
Yeah, it needed to be in a strip mall.
Yeah, and it's a good sandwich shop, but it's, I don't know. It was a small little idea, but it just didn't work.
Great coffee shop, great sandwiches. But you know what? This kind of takes me to another point. This is a casualty of our Arts District. We're proving the promise of the Arts District might be exceeding its actual potential with locals not coming through.
What do you mean?
Like locals aren't going to these places. Everyone's flooding the Arts District with the hopes of becoming this food and beverage scene.
That's a hot take.
And so Casa de Lucy, which wasn't terrible. They actually were doing.
Yeah, they did okay.
She closed. We've got.
So you're saying there's almost like a finite number of people that are coming to the Arts District. A lot of them are not necessarily locals from the Southeast and the Southwest and the Northwest and someone. And there's a lot of tourists and downtown tourists and downtown people, but not enough just coming in from the burbs to support all these places.
Yeah, or like 2 miles away.
Yeah. Oh, I get it. Well, but people like Gladstone, James Trees, we talked to Kim Owens about this. Everybody's happy to see all this economic activity, but there's always, and I'm not trying to be a naysayer, which is pretty much on brand for me, but it's like, yeah, you can overbuild. Everybody gets on board, and then it's like, do we need 3 taco shops in a 1 mile span?
I think we need these apartments to open.
But
and
even
be
then,
filled.
there's
Yeah.
2 sets. Okay, so that brings, let's say, 1,000 people more, 2,000 people more. Is that enough to support,
As long as they're not door dashing. Oh, I guess DoorDash, if all these restaurants go on DoorDash.
You know what my son said to me the other day?
What?
My number 2 son, who's the millennial like you, So I'm just talking to him and trashing. And, the food gal, she trashes the whole DoorDash Uber Eats thing too. She's like, get off your goddamn ass and go to a restaurant, right? So my son is talking to us on the phone. He goes, well, Dad, Sydney and I, we really enjoy just kind of sitting down and just picking up the phone and having the food brought to us. I went, shh, fruit of my loins, how could you disappoint me so? See, it's endemic in this. It's this. I just want to brought to me.
I never did it, and then COVID happened, and I then started doing it, and I got, this is magical. But I gave it up for
Yeah,
years.
you gave up this New Year's
I'm
resolution.
doing great, and I love it. It's forcing me to go out, and I recommend that locals go out and support locals and small town restaurants, small businesses. Don't go to chains and
Yeah. I mean, so I yelled at my son. I mean, he laughed at me like kids do at their parents. But I was like, come on. He said, it's just so convenient. And I get it. He and his wife both work in pressure jobs. She's a lawyer. He's in state government. And yeah, they get, at the end of the day, they don't want to go out. They just want to feed themselves. And no one has time to cook anymore. So yeah, I get it and I don't get it at the same time.
Well, it's funny. There was an article recently. I forget who wrote it, but it was about, is America pizzaed out? And it was the decline of pizza. And I'm saying no. Pizza and Chinese food used to have a stranglehold on delivery.
Right.
The only foods you would get delivered were Chinese
Right.
food and pizza.
You couldn't get burgers delivered.
You couldn't get anything delivered.
Right.
You couldn't
Tacos
get groceries
and-
delivered.
yeah,
You
yeah.
could get, those were, for some reason,
Right.
pizza and Chinese food are the only things that were available via delivery. And now anything. You
Yeah.
can get anything. So I don't think it's a pizza thing. I think there's a... but-
Well, anyway,
R.I.P. District Deli. I really loved you guys.
back to your original point, though. Basically, you're saying is downtown overbuilt or in danger of being overbuilt? Right?
Yeah. And I think all of us locals love what's happening here, but we have to be smart and recognize this can't sustain itself. We have to support them.
right. And when the people are, I still don't know where people who live in Centennial Hills go to eat. I mean,
Aren't they that's who's in line for With Love Always Burgers.
right. Yeah. So, I don't get it, but yeah, I understand. No one wants to drive 5 miles to go get a pizza or even get a good tacos. But anyway, we'll see it out. I'm just happy that there's so much dynamic economic activity down here. I hope it continues. But yes, we need more people to support it.
Oh, and let the food gal know. Next item, I found your Valentine's Day plans.
Oh, do tell.
McDonald's is adding a touch of elegance to one of its best-selling items this Valentine's Day with the new McNugget Caviar Kit. It's
See?
like they read your mind.
Yeah, you see? And I've been telling you that caviar has jumped the sturgeon, for 2 years now? And now McDonald's is doing it? I mean, folks, caviar is tacky. Get it through your thick heads.
Well, it's funny.
Yeah, McDonald's has picked up the chant. You know that it's over.
Yeah, so look, if you're interested and this is your type of thing, you can get a McNugget Caviar Kit released Tuesday, February 10th at 11 a.m. exclusively at McNuggetCaviar.com.
Caviar at McDonald's.
You get a 1 ounce tin of McNugget Caviar, a $25 arch card for ordering your chicken nuggets, creme fraiche, and a mother of pearl caviar spoon.
At McDonald's.
Yeah.
And you're going to still sit here and tell me caviar's cool. I love caviar.
Oh, this is stupid.
Of course, but it just shows you how uncool it has become. It's just a mass. It's just about as cool as an Arby's sandwich. Okay. Yeah, that's about how cool it is.
Okay.
Speaking of, when is Arby's going to start advertising Wagyu?
I think that
That's
already
next.
happened. No, it happened.
Yeah,
I think it did happen. That's how you know the
All right,
bellwether.
food gal. caviar at McDonald's on the way.
Let's see. Okay, one last thing we've got. The guy behind Smoked or SMKD Barbecue is opening,
Alex Resnick, yeah.
is opening another restaurant in Henderson.
Huh?
Yes.
He barely opened the first one.
I know. Ogden Hospitality Group behind Smoked or SMKD, which is Smoked Meats Killer Drinks.
Yeah.
On Southeastern Avenue in Henderson, opening Hayworth in Henderson.
A deeply personal restaurant, Eastern European.
Okay, so yeah, let's go through the menu. Let me.
Yeah. First of all, you lost me at Henderson, and you're not getting me back with Eastern European roots. But let's go through the menu.
The first thing on the menu is fingerling potatoes crowned with cultured cream and briny pops of caviar.
Yeah, where's?
It makes me so happy.
She just likes getting my goat. Okay.
There's a potato latke,
Of course,
with
with caviar.
salmon,
With caviar.
agnolotti with beef tongue. Okay, but wait, we're gonna get somewhere. Sable fish, roasted half chicken. There's some Jewish pastries that are gonna be done. Jewish donuts.
Well,
Resnick said he envisioned Hayworth as a neighborhood restaurant, place for family meals, celebrations, date nights, late night dining, and weekend brunches.
he's just piling it on at this point.
And it's going into the old 138 Steakhouse space right there on Horizon Ridge and Stephanie.
Oh yeah.
That was something else before 138.
Oh, I wish I like Alex Resnick, and I think Smoked is good. I mean, it's a very good barbecue place. Fingers crossed, okay? Kill the caviar, but fingers are crossed. But I'm telling you, good food and Henderson are two words that do not collide in the same sentence.
Yeah, and everyone is trying to be the one that makes it happen.
Right. If they ask me, Carson Kitchen flamed out big time. And I remember talking to Corey Harwell. This was now people forget. David Clausen had a place up there, way up on the ridge. This is now like 10 years ago. And every time they open, I go there and I go, this is great. You got to be crazy thinking you're going to find a market for this food here. Yeah. And every time, they last a year, they maybe year and a half, and they just throw in the towel because people don't want it. It's the way it's the urban planning or misplanning of these giant corridors, and the same with Centennial Hills, where the urban planners sell their souls to big real estate developers that ensure that the only restaurants that can afford to be there are Buca di Beppo and Cheesecake Factory and Applebee's and all that. And that's all they want. That's all the real estate people want. They want that, and the little guys get swept under the table, and people, there's just not enough market there to support those. They can't pay the rent, and even if they can pay the rent, they don't get the customers, and they're doomed to failure. But I could be wrong, but I'm not. Fingers crossed.
We're going to be hopeful.
Okay.
It's opening end of February, I believe. February 26th, West Horizon Ridge Parkway in Stephanie.
I'm ranting a lot today. I'll stop the rant.
Gosh.
Okay. I have 3 pet peeves.
I know. I've got 2. I've got a lot.
Yeah, pet peeves we're going to unload today. Okay, let's kind of get through things.
Let's take a break, come back, do our restaurants and reviews and pet peeves, and maybe some questions, comments.
I'm the best.
Personal injury law has been the same for a long time.
The best.
Big egos, greed, and sleazy schemes. We've had enough. Welcome to Sam & Ash, the new standard for personal injury law, where things are done the right way, because you deserve a team that delivers real support and results. When you have both, your whole world can change. Sam & Ash Injury Law, because you deserve what's right.
All right. Wow, and we are here.
We're back. We're back. John has officially created a monster out of Rocky.
Well, Rocky's just sniffing those beef sticks all over.
We had to relocate them here in our little studio, and he's now whining. So
Look at him looking. He's like, feed me, feed me. Does he? Is he one of those dogs who can overeat real easily, or does he
Yes.
regulate himself?
no, he ate a full stick of butter once. He loves butter.
Well, who doesn't? Good
I know.
there you go.
So no, he does not know how to regulate himself.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to run through mine pretty quickly. I went to Ada's Wine Bar, and I'm going to focus on the things I've ordered or really recommend right now. Cured Wagyu beef and aged fat for 17 months. That item on the menu.
That's kind of a carp, or not a carp, more of
Yeah.
a like a braciole. It's smoked, thinly smoked pieces of
And
meat.
very
right?
sliced,
Yeah,
thin,
yeah.
and it's just, you must get it when you go there.
Right, yeah.
Very good. Also had this maitake mushroom and miso fondue dish. Decadent. If you don't like mushrooms, you will love this. It is so delicious and yummy. And then also had the Ferrotto and winter squash and feta. It's unique. It was prepared differently than I expected, and I think that's a me problem, not them. And really just couldn't stop eating it. It was on the table and loved it. Went back to Japata to see our boy Bank, the James Beard semifinalist for outstanding.
And you got the
Professional.
tamarind curry chicken, I see.
Really good. It's a really incredible dish.
And the crying tiger. Remind me what the crying tiger tacos are.
It's spicy ribeye steak with the pickled onion seasoning.
Oh yeah.
It's not always on. So he changes his menu all the time. It's not always on the menu. If it's on there and you don't order it, that's on you.
Yeah, you want to talk about a personal restaurant? I mean, Bank is there. I mean, he's in the kitchen. He's curating the wines. He's pouring the wines. He'll talk food and wine with you. I mean, it's a real dude living above the store kind of place. You know, it's the kind of place the James Beard Society used to love because they that kind of commitment is rare these days in restaurateurs.
And then the last is the smoked brisket kung pao. We might have had it when we went. I'm not sure, but it's smoky, like
The beef sticks.
yeah, very similar, very smoky, but with all that kung pao veggies and spice and heat. Really, really cool. I just like what he does there.
Are you? My wife, she runs hot and cold on smoked food. Sometimes she'll tell me she hates it, and then she'll bite into a beef stick and go, "This is really good." And sometimes
Artificial smoke, I hate.
Yeah, but sometimes she just like she doesn't like when I've smoked my briskets. Haven't done one in a while, but she'd go, "It's too smoky," and just in that tone of voice. And but other times we'll be in a barbecue restaurant, and she'll be eating a sandwich. She goes, "This is great." I go, "This is really smoky brisket, honey." "Oh, I love this." So how are you about smoked food?
I love to eat it, and I've realized I don't like to make it because then you smell like a smoke.
Yeah.
Gosh, I bought a smoker one year, and I made a couple briskets and also did chicken wings, and I was smoking all kinds of things, and I realized I just smelled like a smokehouse.
It gets in your hair.
Oh,
you know,
it was
you can't get it
horrible.
out. Sometimes you have to like wash your hair twice to get it out.
I just soak. You just like soak in a bathtub.
Yeah.
It was. So I really respect the true pit masters for their ability to tolerate that. So yeah, I just really don't like artificial smoke. So if you get like a deli meat or something, ugh.
You can, and it's
Like
comes
that.
off.
What is it? Like Black Forest ham has that fake
Yeah,
smoke.
yeah.
No.
All right, so I'm coming. This is the big
wait.
reveal. Oh, no, okay.
Public Us.
Public Us. Oh yeah, we forgot about Public Us.
The blueberry cream cheese scone.
Oh, it's insane. It's
And I get them
incredible.
to heat it up.
Yeah.
And the hardest part about that place is waiting to eat your pastry until your coffee shows up.
Well, calling it a scone is kind of like
It's a pizza.
Yeah, it's the
Hockey- it's
size of a. It's like a.
Frisbee.
It's the size of a frisbee, and it's about as thick as a hockey puck.
Oh, it's
and it's just loaded with cream cheese and blueberries. Yeah.
normally when you think scone, you kind of think dry.
Yeah, dry.
And-
This is the opposite of dry. Yeah.
But
yeah.
I was so annoyed at how long it took for my coffee to show up because I wanted to eat it all.
Right.
So that might be one of my pet peeves.
Well,
Hold my pastry until my coffee is ready.
Oh, yeah, I see. Yeah, because it does take a while. Sometimes if they're busy, it does takes longer. But yeah, one is more than enough for two people to share because it's
No,
it's
I will
like,
not share. No. I'm not sharing that.
It's
if
like
you
the
see
size of a small cheesecake.
me,
Okay,
I'm eating it.
yeah,
It is so good. If you see me with a blueberry scone, don't
Yeah.
try to get a bite.
they don't count the blueberries there either. A la casino, there are just tons of blueberries
It's
in the
so
thing.
good.
Okay, so you had that, and
then-
now
The drum roll is Pop Cafe on Spring.
what?
It's
Pop
called
Cafe? What?
Pop exclamation point cafe is where my new pizza favorite is.
Pop Cafe.
If you
Where?
look it up, it's on Spring Mountain Road across from Partage, the other side of the street from Partage and Double
Yeah.
Zero. It's in the back. It's hidden. It's technically like an internet cafe that does lattes and coffees and
How
drinks.
in the hell did you find this
I
place?
did not.
Sounds like Mr.
Mr. Hollywood
found
found
it.
it.
Yeah, that's what
I
it
did
sounds
not.
like to me. Yeah,
And it is Neapolitan pizza done Japanese style, but much more Neapolitan than anything else. I think the only thing Japanese about the place is the fact that it's an Asian cafe with all these little kids on internet, and it's in Chinatown. He went and picked up 3 pizzas. One's the spicy rose, one's the prosciutto Kumo, which Kumo means cloud, and the other is a pepperoni. It's you've created a monster with my dog. It won't stop whining.
Yeah.
But John, the photo I posted to Twitter is a compilation of the leftover pieces
Yeah, I didn't quite understand that.
because
Okay.
we just started inhaling it. It was so good. It is. Probably
Open
I like it more than
10
Yukon.
a.m. to 3 a.m. daily.
Yeah.
Across. Okay. You know, the wife is picking me up when we get done here. I may haul her, put her in the thing, and go there tonight.
Go check it out.
All right. I mean, first of all, Mr. Hollywood knows his pizza. I'll give him
does.
that. Oh, yes, he does. And okay, Pop Cafe. Who knew?
Seriously. I really recommend.
Okay.
And prior to this, my favorite Neapolitan pizza in town would be Setabello, Yukon, Solamente,
Yeah, Solmente is good. Yeah.
and Cipriani. But getting me to Cipriani outside of a Friday lunch is near impossible. This is easily
there.
up there.
No-
Easily.
And how long have they been open?
Since I think October of
So
2025.
relatively, not
new.
even 6 months.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And these hours have extended as they've gotten more popular. But the pepperoni, they don't skimp on. They don't count pepperonis, and it's got spice to it. So if you like a kick,
okay.
it was
All right.
very good. Props to them, and props to Mr. Hollywood for finding it because I'm always looking for new pizza spots, and it had eluded me.
All right. Well, that's okay. Well, you heard it here first, folks.
Yes.
Okay, down to mine. I'll try to be brief. Not exactly my brand. Okay. And I'm doing this real quick. I should have done this before. I like to tee up my my photos. But yes, went to Le Café Central. Again, it's on the corner of Valley View and Spring Mountain Road, across from Krung Siam. You know, we never talked about this. Happened when I think I was before I went back east. When did this happen? This happened a month ago. So we've been we never talked about the fire at the Halal guys.
Yeah, wild.
Yeah, just the whole.
I
roof.
just saw it. I heard the story, and then I just drove by it recently and looked, and
Yeah.
it's
This was like
bad.
a month ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll have to quote my dearly departed dad. I was wondering whether it was a
Insurance
what he
claim?
called a successful fire. We'll just leave it at that, okay? But this is Le Café Central is across the street from this catty corner from the Krung Siam, and there's a lot of mediocre French pastries. I've said this before. Sorry, don't blow back against me too much, Asian Americans. But Asians and Asian Americans have this love of these spongy, amateurish ersatz French pastries that they just line up for these things, and they never have the the crunch or the butter or the subtlety or the dimensions or the harmoniousness of great French pastries. They always look the part and then lack the part when it comes to flavor. But Le Café Central is the real deal there. I mean, it's real French pastries. Not a huge selection, but they're all very well done. They do very nice Benedicts with very nice hollandaise sauce there with different types of Benedicts. They do the galettes and the crepes and all that. The coffee is terrible, however. I will tell you this. The cappuccino, I've had it twice, and they don't have a clue how to make good cappuccinos. But the food is legitimate. And if you like French food and like real French food on the cusp of Chinatown right there, Le Café Central is good. And it's one of, I think, David Gazzano and Carmen Barber, I think it's their fourth one. They have one on Horizon Ridge. They have one out in the Southern Highlands. And they have another one that escapes me right now. So this is their fourth one in town. Good stuff. And like I say, it's I'm not going to rate it. It's not as good as Café Brège. Not quite as pristine as 1228 Main, but so it's a skosh below that, but still very, very good, and a skosh way above the fake stuff you get like Paris Baguette and places like that. So then went to Soyo with friends of the show, Pearl and Ray, our Korean guides,
Resident Korean guides.
And I'm just going to say this about Korean food. I go there all the time. I don't understand it. I love it. It's lots of soups and stews with tons of different garlic pastes and chili pastes and sometimes weird stuff. They're always cutting things in front of you. It's just,
like noodles or meats.
Or meats. So the meats will be. So they had this thing. It's just this big red pot of stew, and I go, "What's that?" And they go, "Oh, that's the pork belly." So sure enough, you take it up, and there's a long pork belly, and it's spoon tender, but then you have to cut it with scissors and then put it back in the stew and then get it onto your plate.
Interesting.
They do things with what they call fish cake, which is the strangest thing on earth. But somehow when you're in a Korean restaurant drinking soju with Korean friends, it just makes sense.
Okay.
It's kind of a spongy,
It's
round.
horrible.
It's
like I always think it's like the parsley that they put on. It's a decoration when you get a ramen.
No,
You're not
but
supposed
the
to
fish
eat
cake,
the fish cake.
they have it and they roll it into like little cylinders and everything, and in these spicy sauces. And again, is it gonna beat eggs Benedict or a sirloin steak in the lexicon, or cashew e pepe or pepperoni pizza for toothsomeness? No, but when you're in Soyo restaurant, it makes sense, and I kind of like it. So. Go there. The one thing I like about a lot of these Korean restaurants, they all have picture menus that are very accurate, and they describe the food and they show you the food straight up. And the best advice I can give you is to get a friend who's a Korean and then let them walk you through the menu. So Soyu's right there on Flamingo Road. Went to Hashi, which is fast becoming my wife's Hashi, which is a shoyu, which is chicken-based ramen, not pork-based or beef-based ramen. It's a much lighter broth, cleaner broth. I had something called tantan men, which was a kind of a spicy broth and they make all their handmade noodles are made on premises there. So spongy, thin little noodles, beautiful stuff. Lunch for two, $28. Really nice ramen at Hashi, right on Spring Mountain Road, down towards Jones. Kaiseki Yuzu already talked about the giant, the torpedo of torpedo sushi roll. 1228 Main, just quickly, went there for lunch today and had that double smash burger.
So good.
I mean, this food gal loved it. I had the chicken salad, the Chinese chicken salad, which is iconic. It's been on Wolfgang Puck's menus since the 1980s. I had a problem with it. It was delicious, but with one problem I'll talk about in my pet peeves of the week. But yes, I mean, and 1228 Main is doing better than ever. It wasn't packed, but it was very busy on a weekday lunch.
How was the service?
Service was good.
There you
good.
go.
Very
See?
good. Very good. And they sort of, the menu isn't all over the map as much, but they have all their classics. The burger, they have the smoked salmon tart, they have the quiche Lorraine, and I think they're doing better by sort of having that standardized menu. People know what they get when they come in there. And of course, the pastries are unbeatable. I mean, they're just the best pastries, and the breads too. They're just incredible. Yeah. So let's talk about Panavino for a minute.
Please.
20 years ago, I went to Panavino and had one of the worst Italian meals I've ever had. And I have written it off for 20 years. I mean, it was that kind of gloppy, saucy. The food wasn't inedible. It was just that sort of Chicago Joe's Italian-American club kind of, just messy and I went, there's no reason to come back here. Even though, even then and even more so than ever, it is one of the greatest rooms in all of Las Vegas. I mean, if you haven't been, and you got to go. It's got these giant windows that go on. I mean, it's got to be at least 150 feet of these floor-to-ceiling 10-foot windows that you look out onto the Sunset Drive and see the air. There's a train that runs right by it, and you see all the airplanes landing at McCarran. It runs right along the runway along Sunset there. So it's a beautiful room. I mean, there's many, many things. I forgot how romantic it is. Has a great sound level. I mean, I tweeted, I said, the acoustics are great. You could sit at a table and they have linens and they have carpet on the floor and you can sit 4 feet from somebody and talk in a civilized tone and everybody hears one another. In other words, it's not like Esther's Kitchen. Oh, burn. And the lighting is great, makes everybody look good. Service spectacular. And I love the soundtrack. And I'm sitting there with Alexandra, and she goes, and I said, this is giving Goodfellow vibes. You just kind of feel like, guys in skinny ties and satin suits are going to walk through any minute. It just felt like you were in a Robert De Niro movie or a Ray Liotta movie from 30 years ago. And but it was great. There was just something really funny and romantic and soothing about the place. And I like the food, but it's that kind of Italian food that time has sort of passed by. There's not the interesting pastas like Trees does at Esther's Kitchen or even Nicole Brisson. Interesting kind of steaks and chops and things that you get at Brezza and places like that, and not super ingredient focused. Just classic. I mean, it's got the marsalas, this, and the meatballs and the Caesar salad. So there's no surprises on the menu. I'm not going to go there for the food, but I'm not going to tell you the food is great because it's just kind of standardized, old-fashioned Italian food. Okay.
So it seems like if you wanted a classic date night with
best
great view, great vibe, ambiance,
right.
Food wouldn't be a disappointment, but it wouldn't.
Yeah, you're not going to be talking about the food. The food is incidental to the great time you're going to have there. And it's an older crowd, but I just I just found myself sitting there going, and they play the music at just, it's a lot of Bobby Darin, things like that. Yeah. Bobby Darin, Dean Martin stuff, but it's played at the right volume so you can talk. And there's something very soothing about being at Panavino. And then they bring out a big puffy pita thing. It's a lot like the pita bread that they serve at Corey's Mediterranean, but it's 3 times the size. And then with the olive oil is great. The things that impressed me the most, and always seem to these days, were the appetizers. They have these roasted artichokes, which are incredibly good. I like the carpaccio a lot. The pasta was a little thick for my taste, and I thought the chicken saltimbocca was flawed. But I'd still go.
How was the wine list?
Functional, not really award-winning, but didn't offend me. Okay. They advertise it as being one, but the Wine Spectator Awards are more idiotic than James Beard Awards these days. I mean, everybody gets a James. So, I'm hoping at some point they move that wine list into the 21st century because it's a kind of wine list that was. It reads like what I used to remember from the 90s, 3 or 4 Chiantis, 4 or 5 Barolos, nothing really. I mean, nothing like you get at Ada's or, even at Ferraro's, you know what I mean? Monzu's wine list, where you're full of all these interesting bottles. These are just standard issue stuff. But I would go back in a minute to Panavino, notwithstanding kind of the mid chicken saltimbocca we had.
Wow. There, you heard it here, folks.
Yeah.
We're Panavino, ETR.
Panavino, yeah. You got it. And I put some pictures on. I haven't posted pictures yet on Instagram, but I will because and I think I caught some really nice pictures with the light to show you how beautiful the room is there. It's just a gorgeous place to sit down. So,
all right, let's go to our pet peeves.
you first.
I got a lot.
Yeah,
Okay,
I got 3.
The first one I kind of talked about earlier was coffee shops. If you're doing pastries, I think give the orderer the option. Do you want your pastry before your drink or with your drink? Because I don't have the self-control to wait. So you give me my pastry that I want to enjoy with my drink. I don't have the self-control to wait until my drink gets here. So I know it's a me problem, but
It is a you problem.
I
Just
should
one time
maybe
I got to challenge you on your
So
pet
I
peeve
should
of the
tell
week.
them to hold it. Like say, I want the scone heated, but hold it for my drink.
Yeah, because I don't think you can expect. I don't expect a patisserie serving coffee and pastries
Okay,
to
me.
have the same sense of timing that a full-blown restaurant does.
All they have to do is move it over. Whatever. It's a me problem. I'll work through it.
Microaggressions.
I got to work through my self-control. I don't have any, especially when there's a delicious pastry in front of me. Okay, number 2.
Okay.
People writing negative or positive reviews on a small business restaurant that are wholly unrelated to the service or product that they provide.
Hallelujah.
And lying about an experience only after learning about the business's political beliefs or whatever that are counter to their own.
And what are you referring to here?
Most recently, this happened to Yukon Pizza.
Because of the ICE protests and all that?
Yukon Pizza came out and said, we will be closed on Friday in support of the ICE protests.
All right.
It's a small business. It's their right to do it.
Cutting off your nose to spite your face, but go ahead. I mean, if that's what you want to do, sure.
What I'm annoyed with is everyone feels the need to then, rather than just go, oh, I love them, I'm going to buy a gift card from them, or, ooh, I disagree with that, I'm not going to eat there anymore. They all feel the need to go on the Google reviews, the Yelp reviews, and keyboard warrior. This place sucks, and
one of the worst pizzas of my life I had there.
And they
really
just
you didn't write that
stop.
at the time 6 months ago, but now you're going to say it. Yeah.
If you've even been there.
Exactly. Yeah.
And so I get it. You have a right to voice it, but just don't be so. Just don't. Like it's just douchey.
Yeah, it is douchey, and it's well. I'm of two minds, and because I think you're right. On a fundamental level, you can't argue with that because if the restaurants want to take political stances, they're going to open themselves up for political criticism, and when you do that, it's a Pandora's box of who knows what's going to show up. But if you're going to criticize them, just say, you could even say, I had a pizza here and I thought it was okay, but I really don't like their stand on whatever
Right.
rather than just making shit up. And you and I know that the internet is so toxic about this stuff. There are people just lying through their teeth just to try to say something negative about them.
Yeah, and they did it to James Trees in the wake of the Charlie Kirk thing. It happens all the time when places come out in support or against movements, whether they're political, social, whatever.
They did it to the old El Sombrero when Donald Trump started in 2016, when 2016 when he got elected.
Okay.
Yeah,
see?
he was, when the owner there, who's a right-wing Republican, or I don't know, right-wing Republican, she's a Republican.
Mm-hmm.
She supported Donald Trump in 2016. Not something some of us did, but people came unglued that she ran El Sombrero and she was supporting Donald Trump and calling for boycotts and all this. And I'm like, they're selling tacos, for Christ's sakes. Who cares? She probably shouldn't have been as vocal as she was, but people got incredibly nasty over it. And it was uncalled for.
Yeah. So my whole thing is, I get it. I understand it. Google will take your reviews down. Yelp will take your reviews down. They're just going to look at the timeline of everything and they're going to go, this is unrelated. They'll flag it. So yes, you've got some level of a First Amendment right to do it, but it's effing stupid.
Then why take the time? I don't know.
Go support someone else. Write a positive review for a business you do like.
Yeah, and if you really had a bad pizza, say so. But it's not about the pizza.
It's not about the pizza. So that's my one peeve. And then the other peeve I have is I joined.
They just keep coming.
They just keep coming. Is the Las Vegas Foodie Facebook group?
Oh, the biggest joke in town. Folks, I hate to give oxygen to these idiots, but you want a good laugh, go to Las Vegas Foodie Facebook group. And it's the biggest group of non-foodies you have ever seen saying the dumbest stuff you've ever heard. Okay. I went to Chicago Joe's and I heard it was the best Italian restaurant in all of Las Vegas. Is that true? And then, 50 people will go, yes, I think it is. Everybody loves Chicago Joe's. I mean, it's that kind of level of discourse.
It is so bad. And the funnier part is they had to approve me joining it. Like, you can't just add
you
it.
Joined?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't join. I snipe at them from afar.
I joined, and I was actually like being thoughtful and responding. And then I started actually reading what other people write.
Oh,
and every other day, someone's going, "What Italian restaurant do you recommend?" and someone will then do the first to say Batista's hole in the wall gets kicked out. But then you see like the Piero's, the Italian American Club, the Chicago Joe's, and you're just like, oh.
And they're very price point sensitive. So if the cheaper it is, the more likely it gets the accolades. Okay. Yeah.
It's wild.
Well, I'll tell you where I lost my shit about it recently. So there's one of the main posts is Las Vegas has one of the greatest. You may not know this, but Las Vegas has a thriving Chinese restaurant community, and it's called on Spring Mountain Road. Have you heard of it?
Why is no one talking about it? And you're like,
thank you. I glitched up there. That's exactly what it was. It was like, why is no one talking about it? And then somebody. I was reading this and I'm stupefied by the stupidity, but I'm reading it going, then somebody goes, well, it's a known fact that Chinatown, Las Vegas is over most, if not all, of the the restaurants in Chinatown are owned by Chinese people, and most of them are Chinese restaurants. I'm like, what? What planet are you living? I actually broke in politely, not on brand again for me, and saying, dear sir, it is demonstrably a fact that most of the restaurants in Chinatown are not Chinese. A lot of them are, but I mean, there's huge amounts of Korean and Vietnamese and Japanese restaurants there. I got no response to that. But people just stating with all of the Chinese are Chinese. That one got me was they're all Chinese, and most, if not all of them, are Chinese owned. I'm like, okay, fine. Tell that to the 30 Japanese restaurants there and watch their blood boil.
Oh my gosh, it's so bad. It's so bad. So I'm it's a pet peeve, this food, but I'm addicted to it. I can't stop.
You can't look away.
It's like NASCAR. You're waiting for the train wreck. Or, oh my god! It's
and I have to hand it to people like Joe Pereira does this. There's a few other people. Eric Gladstone. Mm-hmm. There's some friends of the pod, friends of mine, foodie friends of mine, who will jump in and say things like, and they'll try to be polite without saying, you guys, need, before you call yourself Las Vegas Foodies, try getting a real foodie in the group. But I
think we should be able to kick people out.
Yeah.
Like this is my one criticism about, you should be able, when you create a Facebook group, to community, like the people get to downvote people, and you get so many downvotes and you're out. Like you're off the island, because that's the problem. Everyone is in this thing, and not everyone knows food, and they're only here for weekends because it's a lot of tourists.
And sometimes they ask smart questions and just get dozens of dumb answers, and that's the real sad part.
Okay, here it is. Why don't more people talk about Chinatown in Las Vegas? When it does come up, everyone says the food is great.
Yeah, I think I lost it. I think I was in bed and the wife was in another room, and I screamed out loud. She could hear me. She said, "What's wrong? Why is no one talking about China?" Oh, like I've been doing since 1995. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's. I mean, I'm an egomaniac and a blowhard, but I if you know anything about food in this town and do a little bit of research, you will come across Al Mancini and me and Samantha Gemini Stevens and and Phil Zhang and people who do this a lot. And even not just them, but the people like Eric, the PR people like Eric Gladstone, the David Liebners. I mean, people that are in the Joe Muscolionis. I mean, if you take even 60 seconds of effort, you can find a lot of people who've been covering this ground for years, but nobody there bothers to do it. It's really funny.
It's my greatest pet peeve and secret joy.
And secret joy. So it's not a peeve. It's not a pet peeve. Okay, well, we're taking up a lot of your time. So let me go through mine fast. Mine, not a lot of rants. I've ranted enough today. Number one, restaurants of the world, deodorize your bathrooms. Please.
Yes.
This is just a low threshold, low impact thing you can do. I know you don't want to burn candles because people are idiots and somebody will start a fire. But how much to put a Glade thing, a plug-in against the wall, or just an aerosol can,
or those reed diffusers.
There's 100 options here.
There's a whole aisle.
I mean,
Target.
it doesn't cost a lot of money, and it would. There is nothing worse than, hey, honey, I'm gonna go wash up before the food comes. Okay, honey, and you walk in and go, oh, Jesus. Oh, and like,
yeah,
and you're out of options there. You're standing there getting a wall of bathroom smells, going, I don't know what to do.
And the best part is when you leave,
someone
thinks it's you.
Yes, they think it's you. Oh, I did that the other day. Where was I? I think it was when I was in Louisiana. I went to a public bathroom in a restaurant, and it was a mess of toilet paper, and it wasn't filthy. It just had a lot of paper. So I cleaned up a little around the toilet seat, and I walk out. So I was standing there, and I said, dude, the mess isn't mine in there, okay? I didn't make that, okay? Yeah, they think it's so, yeah. So deodorize your bathrooms, number one. Number two, dumbass seat optimization.
Mm-hmm.
And this is something we came across on our last day in New Orleans. And it's kind of a pet peeve of both of my wife and I, because we're in restaurants so much. It's when you walk in and a nice hostess says, party of two, you look, there's a sea of seats in front of you, right? Mm-hmm. And then there's a 4-top and a 2-top. And let's say there's lots of empty tables everywhere. And there's a table here, and they put you right next to the people who are seated right there. Yeah. When you could have a little more room and a little more privacy, not hurting anything. The waiter or waitress won't be traversing more than one more extra step, but they just go, I'm going to seat you right here. And you're going, you're being rude to me and the people who are already sitting there, right? Because maybe the 4 of them, they don't need us sitting right next, especially when there's,
50,
it's 15 empty tables in the restaurant, right? I see that a lot. And luckily, this happened to us one of our favorite places in New Orleans. And we just asked, can we mind if we, sure. It's like, sometimes the poor hostess is just clueless.
Yeah.
And you say, can I just go there against the window? Sure, sir, wherever you go. And what we noticed is in Europe, when we were in France a few months ago, how many places we walked into, and when we'd walk in and say table for 2, or even with a reservation, they would say, well, where would you like to sit?
Yeah.
You saw that a lot in Italy and France. Where would you like to, assuming there's empty seats, They're not trying to direct you, just to pick a seat, you know what I mean?
Like, I want that guy's table.
Yeah, I want that guy's table.
Get him out of there.
That table for 6, I want it for myself, okay? So anyway, that's kind of, and the final one was, and this is a foodie one, there's never enough sauce and there's never enough dressing.
Oh, I was going to guess too much dressing on the chinois salad.
No, the chinois salad, I love it, but I've had it at least 2 dozen times in my life, going back to probably 1984. And it's a beautiful salad composed by Wolfgang Puck at the height of his powers, but it's always supposed to be a ginger scallion vinaigrette.
Good.
It is good, but there's barely a hint of dressing on it.
I see. I've had it there, and it had too much.
No, well,
and so I thought that's what I was going to guess.
I got to start coming with you.
Yeah.
But I just think it's a theme that runs through my life. There's never enough sauce, and there's never enough dressing. And I don't know why, because if you're going to commit to saucing something or dressing something, at least have enough so you can really taste it. Enough. And thankfully, the whole smudges on the plate and little drops of thing, that's becoming an artifact of decades ago now. But more sauce, more dressing, seat me where I want to sit, and give me some deodorizer.
Those are some reasonable requests.
Yeah, see, Frank, I'm not fulminating like I usually do.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get to a few listener comments and questions before we wrap up.
Charles K. I live in Las Vegas and use your reviews and food news to help guide my culinary adventures. For gourmet food purchases, you've helped me with butcher shops, charcuterie, pastries, and cheese. I'm looking for a market where I can buy a large cold water lobster tail similar to the big ones at Golden Steer, but I've been disappointed with what I have found. Can you help? John, do you have any suggestions?
Well, I would go to H Mart or International Marketplace and try those. They're two of the most robust Asian food markets that have lobster tanks, and probably you're more likely to find what you're looking for at one of those places. So there are no seafood markets in this town.
So I reached out to a chef in town, basically said the same thing, Seafood Purveyors Limited, and he reluctantly said, I hate to say it, but Whole Foods, and then added H Mart.
Yeah, H Mart.
So there you go.
International Market on South Decatur also has a huge seafood selection. So give that a go, Charles K. Okay, what's next?
Matt B. In response to our first newsletter, party emoji, yay! You guys rock. Had an awesome meal at the bar at Esther's. Not to mention their old fashioned was great. 10 out of 10. Oh, and don't tell John. But after I had a quick drink at one of the dives on Main, Rebar, back patio, on a cool, brisk night is perfect. Next time in town, going for the stand-up burger at Bohem and a drink at Viking Mike's. Cheers.
Don't tell me, what is he not supposed to tell me? I fully endorse everything he just said.
Rebar.
Oh, yeah, it's a dive bar, but it's okay.
Yeah, I told him, I said, I tell John all the time, I go to Rebar.
When you walk in with an ascot, though, they tend to look at you a little funny.
Yeah, he thinks it's the ascot.
Okay, Tom W. Signing up for the newsletter. Thank you, Tom W. One food note for John. Don't waste any time trying Potsy at the resort at Summerlin. Interesting. Thank you, Tom W., because I was thinking of going there soon. Disappointing even with low expectations, given its predecessors in that space. I'm more likely to try Hawthorne, which is the steakhouse there, which is helmed by Eric Lehoulier, who used to be the head chef at Wally's in Aria.
Oh.
So he's a French chef with major chops, and he's running the kitchen Hawthorne Steakhouse there. So that maybe thanks to Tom, I'll go to Hawthorne and not worry about Potsy. Yeah, and I can only take so much mediocre Italian food anyway. Go ahead with Stacy L.
Stacy L. The show is great. I look forward to it every week. It makes me laugh and smile the entire hour. Thanks for what you guys are doing. And on that note, I think we should call it
a night.
Good.
A night.
Well, thank you, everyone. We appreciate you, and we will get to more comments, questions, concerns next episode.
Bon appetit.